It's 3:31 a.m. I'm up late working on wrestling intro. Seems that, I can't use school symbols, college school symbols because they're trademarked. So, yeah, I got to rework that. But I found I'll use landmarks instead and things like that. I mean, you can't copyright a landmark, can you? I'm going to trademark one. But anyway, I saw something that scared me. And I'm like, we're screwed. We're screwed. The one thing, my go-to fix for feeling like I'm doing something good with my body, apple cider vinegar. I think we're screwed, everybody. Okay. And why do I say this? Because the one thing happened that I said maybe 3-4 years ago to Sidra, and she agreed because we noticed a trend. When they start advertising for something, they're going to screw it up. That's what happens. If you find listen, it's jacked up, but what can be made, what can be produced, what can be created, humans will fuck it up. That's inherent. Just hey, look, test me. Name one thing that was made for good that was not used for something bad. Name one thing. Name something. You know why we can't have, federally legalized weed, marijuana, ganja, whatever you want to call it? It's because they can't just take it. They can't just say, look, we own this. You can't grow it. And that's it. They can't own it. They can't own it because anyone can grow it in their backyard. It usually grows on its own anyway. So they can't do that. That's why it's illegal. When corporations can take the marijuana and say, you can't grow it, you can't have it, you can't do anything, and they get these and they pay these politicians to keep it, to make it that illegal so that they can do it, then that's when we'll have the federally legalized marijuana, which will be all jacked up and poison people a whole lot more than the opioids are. That's why this brings me to apple cider vinegar, because apple cider vinegar it will lower your blood pressure. If you got diabetes type 1 or 2, it will lower your blood sugar. It's good for positive bacterial growth in the intestines. It's great for people with heart conditions or pre-heart conditions and whatnot. So it's also preventative care. Apple cider vinegar lowers cholesterol, blood pressure, your A1C, promotes good bacteria in the gut and in the stomach. It promotes better memory. It does too many things. Now they're advertising to use apple cider vinegar and talking about all of its health benefits. Therefore, they're gonna fuck it up. I know it. Just trust me. Soon you're gonna hear about Monsanto and how they've got traces of glycemic or not God damn it, I can't remember the fucking name. But the things that I'm too focused on apple cider vinegar. So it's in my head. I see it's like a billboard running across my fucking eyes. But yeah, you're gonna hear about Monsanto and all of their little poisons and stuff that's in Roundup and stuff. You're gonna hear about it being in apple cider vinegar. It's already in wine. It's already in your Cheerios, your cornflakes, and things like that. It's already in. If this comes from the ground, then most likely, it's in there. So that's what's messed up. And they've only learned this stuff just last year, around spring, I think, when Ring of Fire started reporting on that. So, sorry, I can't remember the name. That's because normally it's right there on the tip of my tongue, but all I can see is apple cider vinegar. That's all I can see because it's my go-to thing. Now, when you go buy apple cider vinegar, here's what you need to do. What you need to do is you go in, and if you see organic on it, read the ingredients. And if you don't see organic on it, read the ingredients. Okay? Organic. If organic is there or not, you read the ingredients. Now, this doesn't mean the corporation won't lie. It doesn't. However, if you read the ingredients and it has anything other than distilled apples or apple cider vinegar, if it has anything beyond that, don't get it. Don't get it. If it's got some, benophytin or whatever the hell is in there, don't get it. Now, you might see some that says 5% with the mother. Get that. That is what you want. That's that good stuff right there. And taking apple cider vinegar is not the pill that all of these little health nut assholes out there with their YouTube commercials is like, oh, it's so nasty. Look, if you take apple cider vinegar straight to the head, yes, it's terrible. Why? Because it's so acidic. Your body is saying, wait, that's a terrible situation. Stop it. That's why you dilute it in water. That's what you do. So look, you might get a glass. Let's say you might get let's say 16.9 ounce thing of water. Add like a shot of apple cider vinegar to it. That's it. Nurse it down or just guzzle it. Either way, it'll be in there. Apple cider vinegar also has this awesome cool thing about it. And not many, matter of fact, I think only a few people know it. So like me, Sidra, and anyone else I've told. So maybe more will hear this. And here's the thing. Apple cider vinegar, if you can dilute it enough, you add just a little bit. And you got to find that there's a threshold. If you add just enough to water, it will actually taste more like sweet apples. I want to say the Granny Smith, the green apples. Red Delicious, that's what it would. Red Delicious apples. It will taste relatively like that. No sugar added, none. It was just a tiny amount I added to, I think it was probably about 10 ounces of water. It was a burgundy mug. And I was like, I'll just add just a little bit. And I was like, whoa. I was like blown away. I drank that down. I was like, I got my apple fixes. I wanted apples for 2 weeks and I just screwed up and added just a tiny bit because I already had the stuff. And it was good. It was good. So that's not going to give you too much of a benefit of anything at all. Your body probably just kill that immediately in the stomach. But it is something that you can think about and try to experiment with if you want to. These companies are going to jack it all up. I just knew apple cider vinegar was going to be, off their list. But you know what? Hey, I might just be blowing things out of proportion. I just might be. But I'll say this. Every time you find something and then a corporation starts advertising it, it goes to shit. Real quick, I'm gonna run through this, and I know you've experienced it. Maybe you need to just be more cognitive of what's going on around you because people just shop and they just want to get the stuff and leave, get the best deals. But you go to a place, go to any a Walmart, Target, mainly Walmart or any other place, okay? It doesn't matter where you go. Food Lion, if there's a Kroger that you know about, if Bird still exists somewhere out in the country, or wherever grocery store you go to, Comparative Foods, other stuff like that. I think there's a Comparative Foods around here. I don't know. I live in the boonies. So here's the thing. Go there and take a look at what you might, usually consider buying, but you just don't because it's just not on your list and you've got other priorities. But it might have it in abundance, okay? When you go and you buy it, what happens? You go back about a week later, someone else, you tell others have been buying it. Just a little bit more. Because they see one or two taken off, they're like, okay, there must be a little something there, so let me check it out. Then they'll get it. And once you've seen enough sold, what happens? There's a resupply, and the prices drastically go up. They drastically go up. And if something becomes popular, what happens then? You might see how the containers of it get a little smaller, or there's less in there, and the prices stay the same. That's the trend. That is the trend. And then when the prices go up, what happens when you see the prices go up? You'll see something that costs let's say, for example, Doritos potato chips. I would love a Dorito. Doritos potato chips. Family size bag here, I think is $4.95. That bag used to be $229, family size bag, but that was 5 years ago. I remember we got one. No one was buying them because they thought it was too expensive because it went up for the 157 that it was. So people weren't buying them. They were just on the shelves. It was just, 229, 225, 229 in that range. And then damn it, we decided, okay, we bought 2 bags. We bought some queso, the mild, and then the hot because I wanted to experiment. That was a bad idea for somebody with IBS. Just want you to know that I was fucked up. So after that, what happens? More taken off the shelf when we go back 3 days to get wipes and toiletries and toothpaste and soap. We realized half the Doritos are gone. We didn't even go for those, but they're gone all of a sudden. So then we're like, okay, well, it's going to be another 2 weeks before we get paid. So we'll get them then if, trying to figure out where my limits were when it came to what activates me. And then we go back. Then the Doritos at that moment was $4.25 a bag. Now they had already started doing the puffing thing, but you only got 3/4 of a bag. Then now you got 3/4 of a bag, but it was roughly $4.25, $4.29. I was like, look at this. So we still got one. We got it. Open it up. Okay, same amount. Now today, it's on average $5.25. Sometimes you might get a deal at about $4.50, and there's only half a bag. Only half a bag, and there's like 2 more ingredients in there. It's not just that it has high fructose corn syrup, corn sugar. And now it's got it's also got maltodextrin, dextrose, and I'm like, what the hell? Look at stuff when you buy it. Look at stuff when you buy it. Check it out. Make sure you go to a restaurant. Has always given you a good amount of food for the amount of price you pay. Check it out. After a while, pay attention. Notice that after about 3 or 4, honestly, sad to say, years, some places aren't that clever. They'll do it in like 6 or 7 months. If the dish becomes extremely popular, they'll shrink the amount that they put in there and, keep the price the same or jack it up. That's what they'll do. For example, if you go and get you go to a Mexican restaurant and you get like a fajita burrito or something like that, where they got the bell peppers, the onions, steak, and then on the outside they'll have the cheese, the queso, and the tortillas. All right. At first, it used to be so balanced. Now, you know what you get? You get predominantly onions and then some bell peppers like cut thick, and then the steak sprinkled through. And the bell peppers and onions are really cheap. The steak should be just as cheap, but they're going to charge an arm and a leg. So they're doing that with all of this stuff. What are they going to do with the apple cider vinegar? What's going to turn up? Glyphosate. That's what it is. Good grief, I can sleep tonight. Glyphosate. That'll be in there. And it's going to be some other stuff. So make sure you get the one with the mother. 5, 10, 20, I don't care. Just the mother. And you want to shake it up first. Get it all mixed up in there. And then, if you want, get a gallon of water. Get a gallon of water. Empty about 1/8 of it out. Maybe, 2/8. Fill the rest with vinegar. There you go. Shake it up. Nurse it for all day. Have fun with it. And honestly, I was drinking it back to back to back. I was. And then I started getting scared because I was drinking it way too much. I was going through like 1.25 gallons of water a day. Vinegar and water. That's what I was doing. So this might be me panicking. I don't know. I'm not going to make this 15 minutes. I'm going to get up out of here. So people don't want to hear me all day. But I just wanted to bring this to the attention. Hey, hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully nothing happens. And it's just a YouTube commercial. But, man, when they start advertising apple cider vinegar, I'm like, it's screwed. We're dead. We're done. We got nothing else. But here's to hope. I always have hope. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So go to the stores, buy us some apple cider vinegar with the mother. Get that, stock it up, because the new batch is coming out just might not be what you think. And make sure it has to say in the ingredients, distilled apple cider vinegar or distilled fermented apples or something like that. If it has anything else in there, do not get it. Make sure you read the ingredients. Make sure of it. Same thing with olive oil. We got jacked up. Check the ingredients. It has to say virgin or extra virgin olive oil. If there's anything else in there, canola oil or something else like that, don't get it. Don't get it. That's all I got to say about this. It ain't what you buy, it's why you buy it. And sometimes it ain't why you buy it, it's what they did to it. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Maybe comparative shopping. I don't know. Thank you for listening.